I called the guy.
What's going on?
There he is.
What's going on, guys?
You guys heard of Tim's Stereo Systems? There's Tim. Waiting on Tim's stereo system to arrive here. I think he's pulling up right now. He's got a white Ram, he said. I think that might be him here. 1 degrees. He's gonna do this install on my bike today. Yeah, we're just gonna see what he does, and probably like a lot of you, I've been trying to upgrade the, holy it is freezing out here. Upgrade the audio on your bike and have it sound the way you want it. Because after years and years and years, I've just finally come to the point where I need to pull the trigger and get it done right, and get it done the right way and install the right way. Okay, I'm gonna go back in the garage. Here he is unloading in my driveway very quickly because it's...
You could be Eskimos.
You have that adapter in your glove box.
Yep.
You know, you connect it to here, you think it's going to solve all your Bluetooth problems. Well, it didn't. It was choppy, it dropped out all the time, so I got frustrated. So I started digging around, found some place. I didn't know where it was, but it was called Tim's Stereo Systems. And it got great reviews for this little adapter. It goes right here under your seat, just plugs right in. It connects automatically. It's the headset bypass. It works like a dream. I start it up, it pulls everything up. If I have an issue, it's end user error because I did something stupid and did a setting wrong on my phone.
But then you can call me.
So then I got a Corbin seat and saddlebag lights to put on, and didn't know how to connect all that crap underneath there. And I was going to get these saddlebag speakers put in too. So I ordered a heated seat adapter for the seat. I also got a Y adapter, but I got both from Tim's.
I'm going to show off this heated seat adapter a little bit. Grab your seat for a sec. The disadvantage of plugging this into here, when you lift it off and you forget it's plugged in, it yanks on that connection. This is locked on there. If you forget this is on here, it's connected to your heated gear plug. So we're going to just plug it in real quick, one-handed. And I'm going to forget that it's on there. It pops right out. It is so much nicer to have it there. Every time you take your seat off, you don't even have to remember to unplug it. So the bike comes equipped where these two spots here are 12-volt switched accessory plug. So I utilize that for the heated seat, and we can set our CarPlay device right here, the headset bypass. And then this Bluetooth to the radio and turns on and off with the bike, so it doesn't cause any power drain to the bike when the bike is off.
So this is the stock speaker. It came with the bike. Stage 2, stage 3.
And then what you're getting today. It's carbon fiber. The advantage of carbon fiber is it doesn't degrade as easy as paper cone, so it lasts longer, and it's a lighter material, so it's easier for the speaker to operate it, so you get a cleaner sound. This has a huge 36 millimeter voice coil in it, producing that mid-range bassy tones, you know, the mid-bass tones. So for a 6.5 inch speaker, it's a powerhouse. So when you're riding down the road, all your lower tones, like the 80 hertz and down, it becomes more and more inaudible. The faster you go, you have your exhaust note taken away from your sound.
Yep.
In the bike environment, when you're going 70 miles an hour, that wind noise is a lot bigger.
And when you got traffic next to you too, that's what I really noticed it too, was when there's traffic and the tire noise on the freeway or a semi goes by. It's like,
so the people's advice online, get a better windshield, they are not wrong. Get the proper windshield to properly deflect that wind. The better wind deflection, the better your stereo will sound. Believe it or not, and nobody wants to hear this, the best sound the stereo will have is when your bike has a stock exhaust, for Christ's sake, because you don't have all that crazy noise coming into that environment that your stereo has to overcome. So when you shop for an exhaust system, balance it. Find the one that actually has a softer rumble when you're rolling down the road, so it's not that obnoxious sound at all times. When you roll on it, it comes alive, but then it goes away. It dissipates down, so it's not pounding on your ears the whole time.
Yeah, this is how you know a real person's installing stuff on your motorcycle.
Right. Showing videos of other things, you know.
That's right.
Basically saying, get your back to work.
I'm not saying that at all. Like, and if I was saying
I would like it done by spring. For Christ's sake. Amount of times the speaker moves per second is the hertz. So if it's 40 hertz, which is a sub-bass tone, that will go up and down 40 times in 1 second. At the high end of the treble spectrum, that's 20,000 hertz. So this little tweeter will vibrate 20,000 times in 1 second to get that high-pitched tone. But this system will get to 80 hertz, but everything below that we shut off, cleans up the system. So we got to have some logic to what we're doing. We don't want people to go deaf because we want them to hear it.
Before that, or
Feel how light that is now. About half the weight of that one.
That's the SOUNDz SE 6x9.
You're talking between the two speakers, it's 2.5 pounds for two speakers. Some of these speakers weigh 3-4 pounds, for Christ's sake.
I just like the look of these carbon fiber speakers too.
Oh, they're sexy.
And then you just, same thing, plug and play, and the wiring is the same. Does the wiring need to change at all? Because it's already wired for a 4-speaker system?
So this one has this is all wired set up. I don't have to mess with it. If it already has them there, I can utilize that. If it doesn't have them there, then I can run my own. But since it's already there, there's no reason to add more holes to the saddlebag. If this didn't have it, I do have adapters that will plug to them. And they look mean. A lot of these guys are switching to carbon fiber all over their bike. That's kind of a cool little accent to it, you know? What's a DSP? This is one of the big questions people ask all the time. What is a DSP? So the easiest way to understand a DSP, when you go to a concert, there's a booth in the middle of the crowd, standing back from the stage. What is the guy in the booth doing?
So adjusting the sound and
Correct.
making sure it sounds good.
So it's not...
And he's probably dead center.
Correct. So take that concept of what he's doing, put it in your bike. It's a balancer, equalizer, like a tuner on your engine. It balances the air-fuel mixture so it's done correctly.
Okay.
It's basically the tuner for your sound system. We put that in there. We have it all set up, dialed in for these speakers. It's all been tuned and dialed in. You know how you have bass, treble, and mid control for sound? Take that and put it on steroids. The DSP has 31 levels of sound adjustment.
Okay.
All from deep bass all the way up to high treble, and everywhere in between. You can adjust the different levels so the speakers will sound more optimal on the system. But if it's tuned in correctly, just like an engine tuned incorrectly, it will sound terrible.
That is a DSP.
Yep. This has what's called an A to B module and a DSP built into it. A to B module, this is a digital output. The factory Harley amplifier has it built into it, converts the digital signal into analog so the speakers can play. So you can't just go digital to here. These won't run digitally. This is a converter. Turns the digital signal into analog. You adjust the bass, treble, all that controls within this unit.
And that's been done already?
It's been done already. These
Okay.
are pre-tuned. And then this goes into our amplifier that we put in, and at that point that'll boost the level of sound into the speaker. This is like the motor. This is like the tuner of the motor.
So I just want to reiterate, I am not being paid. I'm not a sponsor. I'm not an influencer by any means. I'm just literally a regular dude in Wisconsin that loves riding, and I love my audio. And I want to hear it when I'm riding. It's literally the happiest place on the planet for me. And I'm sure it's the same way for a lot of you guys. What is the best way to hear your music? So you want to start with a clean signal up here.
As clean as you can get it. You want the high def signal to go into your bike. So to achieve that, iPhones actually stream through their cord, allowing the high def signal go through the best way.
Thank you, I have an iPhone.
The next best one, you can use iTunes and set it up for HD on there. And our recommendation, what we found works the best, is Amazon Music in high definition. And if you run high def through there and change the settings to high definition, it'll play the cleanest signal throughout the whole bike.
And it starts at the source.
It starts at the source. High def is as big as you need to go.
Okay.
So do you know how to reset your bike? For those that don't know how to do it, that's how you do it. So we got to pull off the saddlebag. This right here, ignition on first.
So ignition on.
This little rubber boot, pull the fuse, done.
Pull the fuse.
For Christ's sake. If you ever need to change your fuse or get to your fuse, there's your fuse. Main fuse for the amp, yeah. And this goes back together that easy. Your trickle charger or your battery charger for your bike, make it a 5 amp. If you put too big of a tender on it, this won't work anymore because you got this fused as, I believe, a 5 amp. When you park your bike, we want to put the bike in transport mode with the ignition on. At any point you turn it off, you want, within 5 seconds, you want to squeeze the brights and your left turn signal at the same time, and you're going to see right here, you're going to get a symbol for trailering. So push and hold it. There it is. Once you see that, all the motion sensors in the bike get turned off. To maintain battery life, other than the charger idea, get in the habit of just putting your thing on
Transport mode. So this is why you don't do shit yourself sometimes. Leave it to the professionals. I f***ed up the 20-pin
Molex
connector
that connects to
the amp.
This little clip here was broken when I got to it.
But yeah, Tim did not do this. I did this when I put the stage 3 in. Tim is going to repin it, thankfully, because Tim's a good guy, and he literally doesn't want me to have this put on and have a problem down the road if it wiggles loose because it won't lock.
Here's the new amp. Obviously, it takes up a lot more room, and the problem is we have to orient this in such a way so the fairing can get down and closed on it, right? But one finger pops right off. It doesn't lock in place. So we need this to be able to lock so he knows that he can ride down the road and not have that vibrate loose. So we got to replace that Molex connector. I'm going to hook him up. I'm going to come back up here to his house and replace it for him when it comes in. So he already ordered the part. A little customer service on top of the install.
I screwed a part up. He's going to come back. It's an hour drive each way. So he's going to come back up and put that back in. So that was on me. Again, why you hire a pro?
So I'm just checking your software in here. I'm going to do a software update on it for.
So this is my wife's bike. Tim did not come up here to touch her bike or work on her bike.
But here I am.
He was
touching her bike.
asking about software questions, and
I'm just updating it for her.
Just going to update some software for her to make it
just more user-friendly. Apple CarPlay does not work on this trike. So we're going to make it work. So stay tuned. We'll get it going here in a minute. So what we're doing is we're going to flash Apple CarPlay to work. Because right now you plug into USB, it does not work. So we're going to plug it in and we're going to give it a go. So you get to flash the bike. Come on over. Radio, audio outputs here. It's right here, CarPlay. Just give it a second and it'll turn it on. We turn the bike off, ignition on. This is not a wireless CarPlay enabled head unit. Plug this into here. So we have CarPlay now. So if it's not working for you, you own a CVO and that little dongle in the fairing doesn't work, I can turn it on.
He came here to do this.
Beep, beep,
my wife's
beep.
bike now has Apple CarPlay.
I love doing what I do, man. I love this. It's just...
And you're not new at this. How long have you been a SOUNDz dealer?
2019 is when I started.
7 years?
7 years. This is my seventh. I'm going on my 7th year.
Yeah.
So 3,000 plus bikes I put my hands in. So you start learning a few things after a few thousand.
Yeah.
So I could do it in my sleep, you know, and I wanted to do something for a business where people are happy to pay me money, not mad to pay me money, for Christ's sakes. You know, this is our toys. This is our fun.
We've been talking motorcycles and audio.
Just everything.
I mean, who doesn't do that? And it's Saturday night and I'm having a few beers. So, but I mean.
And we're in Wisconsin.
And we're in Wisconsin and it's bitterly cold outside. Tim also brought that.
Okay,
and I'm also trying to figure out a way to make him leave without taking this with him.
So when you shop for something, most people look for the cheapest price. But if it sounds crappy, or if it is crappy, was it worth getting? Because now you got to spend again.
Yeah. So what I did is I bought the stock, upgraded
to stage 3, and it wasn't what they advertised.
It did not meet what I was looking for.
You didn't get to sample it.
I did not get to sample it. I did go down to Tim's Stereo Systems in Burlington, Wisconsin.
I pretty much insisted. Like, if you're near me,
And I was just lucky enough that I just live an hour away. So I did. I came down last week and literally blown away. And he has one bike that has like 12 speakers, but he just played for me the 1200 watt amp, the fairing speakers, and the saddlebag speakers, which I'm having installed now. Listened to the bikes and it blew me away. Something that you cannot put on video. You cannot try to listen to it on your iPhone.
go to a rock concert, record it, and go home and tell me that it sounds the same on your
Right.
phone that it did there. I've had people come to the shop, listen to what I have, go to another shop because their price was cheap. They end up having me do it anyways after they already spent the money. Now they spent way more because now you're buying it twice. So how many stereo system upgrades have you done?
Well, now 2,
All right.
which is one too many.
Because you think about it, the price of the last one compiles on the price of this one, you know? This is why I emphasize, come in, I'll prove to you what I can do. If it's what you like, let's pull the trigger, we'll set an appointment. You don't owe me a dime until I'm done. If I get all this done and he doesn't like it, I'm gonna take it all back out, put the old stuff in and not charge him anything. And I'm in your garage, not like you have to go anywhere.
Nope. And
That's,
still got beer in there.
for Christ's sake.
Okay, I think you're good, Tim. You got all your tools in the truck?
Might be missing something.
I think you're good. Well, welcome back, Tim.
Yeah.
Tim came back because of my mess up with the amp clip. Upgrading my Road Glide with this SOUNDz 4-speaker system completely transformed my bike. The sound is rich, powerful, and crystal clear. Exactly what I was looking for and exactly what a bike like this deserves. But what made it exceptional was the experience. Tim drove an hour in freezing weather, twice, bringing his own heater just to get everything perfect. His expertise, passion, and commitment to customer satisfaction truly sets him apart. If you value quality, I can't recommend Tim highly enough. All right. Time to see how it sounds. So I know it doesn't do it justice listening to it on your phone, but holy cow, I was standing at the back garage door and you can feel the drum beats through your chest. Frickin' awesome.